Everyone you know in crypto is getting rich, it seems, except for you. You see people on Twitter and YouTube talking about how they're crushing the market. The only thing you've been crushing is a bag of Cheetos and a Mountain Dew. So what gives? I'm going to let you guys all in on a little secret. In general, the average investor loses. Sad reality you have to face. It's harder to make money than people would have you think. But today, I'm going to show you the top 5 reasons why you are not making money in cryptocurrency. Let's get it. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto. My name is Ben. Every day I show you how to make money in cryptocurrency. And today I'm going to show you why you're not making money in cryptocurrency. If you like money, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our free Telegram group, the BitSquad, to connect with me. Links are down below in the description. Now, in this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly why you are not making money in crypto. I'm going to be giving you 5 reasons that you are coming up short when trying to stack those gains. So the first reason you are not making money in cryptocurrency is because you're FOMOing too much. FOMO stands for fear of missing out. It's actually a term used in other areas than just cryptocurrency, like a teenager feeling sad about missing a party, for instance, or seeing all those cute couples on Valentine's Day wondering what would happen if a lady actually developed feelings for you and you didn't have to pay her. Damn! But in crypto, this means that you're watching giant green candles forming on a project's chart. With each subsequent green candle, you do the math on how much money you could have made if you had just invested in the coin. At some point, you start getting the feeling that you should just go ahead and throw caution to the wind and invest in a pumping coin. And the moment you do is usually when the price dumps and you lose a ton of money. The thing people often miss when they FOMO into a pumping project is the upside potential versus the downside potential. If a project has jumped 40% already, how much higher to the upside can it really travel? Sure, during the most heated times of altcoin season, projects can 2x or 3x overnight. But we're talking about an occurrence only slightly less rare than leap year. On any average day, when a project jumps even 15 to 20%, you should safely assume it won't run much more and you should take profits. Meanwhile, if you jump into a project at the wrong moment and it retraces, you can incur massive losses. The next reason you're not making money in cryptocurrency is listening to FUD. This stands for fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Now, we use the words FUD and FOMO a lot, and there's a reason for this. These are such common ways people lose money in crypto. Also, by the way, if you're new to crypto and want to understand more of the lingo we use in the culture, cryptocurrency, along with other core concepts, make sure to check out my beginner's crypto course, The Regular Guy's Guide to Crypto, by visiting crypto4dudes.com. That's the number 4. But back to FUD here. This occurs when there is news or negative sentiment circling around a crypto project. Now, the story could be true or simply a false rumor. The fear, uncertainty, and doubt itself isn't the hugest deal in the world. I mean, we see stories that spark these kinds of emotions in sports, politics, and basically every facet of life. Like, imagine your favorite sports teams having a great season. Then one of the key players gets an injury. Any good sports reporter who knows how to get clicks would make a disaster-filled narrative about why the team's season is done and they'll go down the drains because of this one injury. But in the world of finances and investing, these types of hypothetical doomsday articles lead to people making bad investment decisions. If I had a dime for every project that I've heard was dead only to come roaring back to life, I would have probably several dollars. Cryptocurrency is pretty much pure speculation at this point. One day it will be much more, but for now, it is what it is. There isn't a huge link between the fundamentals surrounding a project, including news, and the price. So when a project gets bad news, you should be slower to react. Those who often jump out in panic end up regretting that decision. The third reason you are not making money in cryptocurrency is because of Hopium. It's a made-up cryptocurrency term that combines hope with opium. That's because Hopium is, to borrow words from the late great Rick James, a hell of a drug. It's a powerful combination when you start talking about hopes and dreams. And that's what cryptocurrency does for many people. It allows them to step outside of their cubicle and dream big about what could happen in the future. Now listen, Bitcoin could go to $1 million. Heck, it could go to $10 million. But I could also win the lottery. It's ultimately probably not going to happen. Hopium allows people to live in a fantasy world where they own yachts and snort cocaine off girls in bikinis, or less, in the Mediterranean, and unpaid girls at that. Then, when they come out of fantasy land, they find themselves in their same boring, mundane life. And hey, there's nothing wrong with living a normal life. I may have even done it once myself before I was reincarnated into this thing I'm living now. But you have to stop focusing on the best possible scenario for your crypto and living in Hopium. Like, yes, XRP Army, we get it. The price per XRP in a perfect world could balloon to $589, but it probably won't. So you shouldn't be going all in on one project because of one possible scenario that could make you extremely rich. I'm picking on the XRP Army here, but the truth is that too often investors fall for the hopium provided by their community echo chambers where everyone pats each other on the back saying, "Great job" to one another. Hopium tends to lead to people being stuck in one project for too long when they have gone way past their peaks, which leads us to our next reason you aren't making money in cryptocurrency. You are getting married to one coin. Marrying your bags is probably the way I've seen some of my closest friends even lose out the most on big gains. They get stuck in one community or coin and can't ever seem to leave, even when they see the price of their coin dropping like a rock. You have to think of it like this. Not only are people putting their hard-earned money into cryptocurrency, but they're also putting their time in, and they want returns on all their investments. I mean, we all do, or we wouldn't even be doing this, right? It's about making money. But when you get stuck in one coin past its prime, it can be extremely painful. You sacrificed investing in other projects because of your deep conviction to whatever coin you're connected at the hip to. But there are some other things that can make it difficult to sell a coin you know isn't going anywhere. You may have gotten hugely involved in the community of a certain coin. You know people personally, and you feel like you would be a sellout if you dump your bags. You come up with every justification and rationalization in the book as to why you can't sell. It's a never-ending cycle where you think about selling but never do it. This is called the sunken cost fallacy. This is where people feel like they put too many resources into something to pull out. It's an internal struggle and bias that defies logic. It's simple. When an investment is hurting you, it's time to pull out, no matter what your history with that investment is. Lastly, one of the main reasons you're not making money in cryptocurrency is because you just flat out don't know how to manage a portfolio. You may have all your eggs in one basket, or you may have so many eggs in the basket, they spill out everywhere. The name of the game in investing is patience. If you just blow through one cryptocurrency after another, playing a game of hot potato with coins, then you aren't going to make money. I would highly suggest sitting down and mapping out a plan for how you want to diversify your portfolio and stick to that plan. Oftentimes, I see people have allocations in their portfolios upside down, an inverted pyramid, if you will. What I mean by this is you need to have the more solid projects, the top cryptocurrencies and market cap, making up the bulk of your portfolio. Many people overload their portfolios with highly speculative assets and have smaller allocations to the top projects. I may be looking in the mirror. Right now, though, my portfolio is anchored by ETH and a little Bitcoin. The bulk of my net worth actually right now is in Ethereum. You may see me talk about or promote small cap coins, but I guarantee they aren't making up the majority of my portfolio, at least in this market right now. You also need to have a number in mind of how many projects you want. One or two cryptos doesn't give you enough exposure, while 50 different coins gives you too much exposure. If you only had $1,000 to invest in crypto, don't put it in 100 different coins. If one moons, you only had $10 in it, so how much could you really make? With a $1,000 portfolio, I would be looking at somewhere between 4 to 6 coins max. It's all about finding a balance. The important thing to making money in crypto is to create a plan, stick with it, and stay objective. When the euphoria or the depression of the market sets in, you have to learn how to stay on an even keel to make the best financial decisions. But what do you think are the top income killers when it comes to cryptocurrency? Drop those down below. I'm all ears. That's all I got. Be blessed. BitBoy out.